Hello, my name is Dennis Ziloreda and I live in Uganda. Um, I'm so excited to be talking to you, whatever this time is. Um, what um, was the key reason I was drawn to the Navigator's Life and Leadership Coaching was that in 2015 I met Roy and Margaret Fitzwaters, and for the first time they created that curiosity in us. We had a few moments of going through the coaching conversation and then trying out asking questions to one another. So it was really interesting. But later on, I also got to interact with Geoffrey Washiali, and I noticed he's making use so much of coaching. And at some point, he started engaging us with some of the skills he's been learning. And so I felt this is something good that I would love to explore. And so Jeffrey kept suggesting some books whenever we would meet. So whenever and Margaret would be coming to Africa, I would send them for some books. And as I grew in my understanding and awareness of coaching, as I read and these people are modeling, so that's how I was drawn to coaching. Yeah, and the transformation that Navigator's Life and Leadership Coaching has made in me. Wow. I have seen a growing awareness in my personality as I went through the disc. It kind of brought a lot of things about me, especially my personality and work style. That was really, really so insightful for me. And from that time on, I'm learning to be more aware of myself. And recently, I got to stumble on a tool called the Johari's Window, which is also quite another tool that has helped me to grow in my awareness of my personality, my work style, my makeup. And so this has had an impact on how I relate with other people in the team or people I'm working with. So it's been quite interesting. The impact coaching has had on my mission and ministry. I remember in 2020, we had the coach camp, and this time it was online. And so people like me had an opportunity to attend that camp. And in that camp, one of the breakout sessions, I got to meet someone called Nate Daman. And you can't believe the partnership that has grown from that coach camp. And now Nate is helping some Ugandans online, and he's training them and he's helping them to kind of begin to grow their awareness of being leaders, but also being intentional about making disciples. So Nate is already making a significant impact in one of our emerging laborer in Uganda. He happens to be a lecturer in one of our universities. So, and another important thing is that when I started interacting with Nate, he asked me to give him some coaching hours. So I really felt that I also needed it, even though he was getting coaching hours. But later on, with time, I noticed that he was sharing stories with his parents. And guess what? His parents turned out to be my donors for a whole year. This year, they've committed to support me all through this year, and that's an impact that coaching is creating around us. Another thing about how coaching has helped me to grow in being a strong disciple maker. I no longer give immediate responses, especially in my engagements with people. So, for example, recently someone gave to the ministry and our administrator because there were so many needs. She kind of pressurized me to spend the money, but I told her, wait. I'll give you my response later on. So as I went back and I reflected on the situation and the money and the things that need to be done, I actually noticed that very many people were looking at that money and they started asking about it. So it got me ask people the right questions after then, because I was reflecting through the situation. I was now knowing who is saying what. So being slowing down and being able to think through situations and then question and ask questions has been such something that has made me grow into a strong disciple maker, but also being more intentional. I'm seeing a strong accountability. Roy is coaching me currently, and the number of things that I keep, they're always on my mind, even when I have not done them. They're always on my mind. So that kind of accountability was something that I lacked for some time. And maybe something about the impact coaching has had on my mission is that there is an increasing intentionality that I am seeing, because there are some of the things I did in my life account. And as I wrote them out, it feels like these are the things that I should be living out. And I kind of have a roadmap. And that's quite an interesting thing. And I also see the key things that I would like others to take away about coaching. One of them is that inherent coaching, there is a privilege for lifelong learning. There is a privilege for lifelong learning for anyone who is involved in coaching. And I think that's not something we should take for granted, especially for those who think lifelong laboring is a key aspect of their dreams and desires. Um, but I also realize that as we continue to learn, we sustain our impact as we relate with people. And I think that's something we should not take for granted. And coaches who are strong and modeling are going to raise such strong coaches who have learned from great coaches. So that's all I have to say. Thank you for giving me this privilege for talking to you all. Thank you. Again, my name is Ziroya Dennis from Uganda, Kampala, working with the Urban Majority Church Discipleship Ministry. Thank you, all of you.